Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Another level of ecological organization is community. It is an assemblage of all the populations, assemblage of all the populations of different species in a specific geographical area, geographical area. It includes all the species of plants, all the species of animals, and all the species of bacteria and fungi. In a particular area and interact with one another through competition, predation, etc. For example, we can have a pond community. It is rather called as the biotic community, pond community. We have the forest community, we have the desert community, and there is another, that is ecosystem. Ecosystem is also our topic. In coming days, we will discuss that also. It is an area consisting of biological communities and its physical environment. That means a number of biotic communities living in a geographical area and its physical environment, both interacting and exchanging materials as well as energy. For instance, there is a desert ecosystem, forest ecosystem. There is also a pond ecosystem. There is a lake as an ecosystem. There is a river as an ecosystem. Now we can have another ecological organization that we call as the landscape. It is a unit of land distinguished by a natural boundary, and having patches of different ecosystems. So it is a unit of land distinguished by a natural boundary and having patches of different ecosystems. For example, there is southern peninsula. We have another level of ecological organization, that is biome. Biome, a large regional unit, which consists of a major vegetation type, and associated fauna, in a particular climatic zone. That is, there are three main features of a biome: the major vegetation type, the associated fauna, or you can say there is the flora and fauna, and particular climatic zone. For instance, there are tropical rainforests, deciduous forests, sea coasts, deserts. These are major biomes of India. Likewise, there are grasslands, there are oceans, and we have a major terrestrial community characterized by a distinct climate and inhabited by a particular species of plants and animals. It is also called as a biome. I may revise it. A major terrestrial community characterized by a distinct climate and inhabited by a particular species of plants and animals. It constitutes a biome. Now, biomes are often classified in different categories. Biomes are often categorized into different categories. There are mainly 7 categories. जो biomes हैं, they have been divided into different categories. There are mainly the 7 categories. Number 1 is the tropical rainforests. There is another. Those are called as savannas. There is another. Those are called as the deserts. There is another, that is temperate grasslands. There is another, temperate deciduous forests. There is another, टियागा उसको बोलते हैं, टियाजा, and there is tundra. These are major biomes, rather terrestrial biomes. And they are characterized by the direct result of their temperature and rainfall patterns. There is first one, द ट्रॉपिकल रेन फॉरेस्ट जो हैं, शॉर्टली आपने याद रखना है, बट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दीज नेम्स. ट्रॉपिकल रेन फॉरेस्ट, savannas, deserts, temperate grasslands, temperate deciduous forests, taiga and tundra. And first one is there, tropical rain forests. You know these occurs in the regions of high temperature, occur in the region of high temperature. There is average temperature is more than 25 degrees centigrade. Average temperature is 25 degrees centigrade. And high rainfall. There is high rainfall. There is 200 to 450 centimeters. 400 centimeters per year. That is high rainfall. And these are characterized by multi-storied vegetation. Multi-storied vegetation. Multi-storied vegetation. That is, there are canopies. Canopies means that there are the large trees, then there are the small trees, then there are the bushes, then there are the climbers, and then there are the herbs or grasses, and then there are the very small plants like these lichens, or you can have the mosses also. And also there are, in the shady places, there are large number of ferns. So there are different levels, or they are called as stratifications, layers. There are mainly 5 layers of these vegetations, and it is highly rich. And it is revealed that more than half of the total species, that is more than 50% of total species जो है in the whole biosphere, they are found in the 2 habitats. One is tropical rainforests and another is coral reefs. This is another very rich habitat found in oceans. And these 2 habitats, tropical rainforests and coral reefs जो हैं, they constitute about more than 50% of the total species found on the surface of Earth. And there are savannas. Savannas are found near the equator. Savannas are found near the equator, but in areas having less annual rainfall, that is 90 to 150 centimeters per year. The heat, the periodic dryness and poor soils cannot support a forest, but have led to the evolution of tropical open grasslands. These are usually the open grasslands, and they are scattered shrubs and trees. Scattered shrubs and trees. तो एक बहुत बड़ा एरिया है, उसमें ग्रासेस हैं और उसमें 1-2 जगह स्कैटर्ड है. हाँ, थिक नहीं है, थिक फॉरेस्ट नहीं है, लेकिन दूर दूर जो है वहां पर ट्रीज और श्रब्स हैं, उनको बोलते हैं सवानास. Now the vegetation of this biome support large grazing herbivores. इसमें होते हैं large grazing herbivores. And there are buffaloes, there are zebras, And these act as the food for carnivores like lions, tigers, etc. Now the savannas also support a large number of plant-eating invertebrates like mites, grasshoppers, ants, beetles, and termites. The termites are one of the most important soil organisms in savanna. And these savannas जो हैं ये मान लो आप grasslands ही हैं. And there is another that is called as the deserts. Deserts, you know. Third one. There are deserts. Deserts, you know, these are biomes that have 25 centimeter rainfall per year or less. 25 centimeter rainfall or less per year. That is very, very low rainfall occurs there. And these major deserts occur 20 to 30 degrees north and south latitudes, where the warm air arising from the equator falls. Now there is, you know, the Sahara Desert of North Africa, and in the West Asia, there is Zar Desert of West Asia. Zar Desert of West Asia, and you know also there is Gobi of Asia. These are the most important and largest deserts. Desert animals have also fascinating adaptations. That enable them to adjust with limited water supply. And we may later on discuss those also. There are desert snakes, there are desert lizards, there are desert rats also they have. And there is also the desert sheep, that is camel. It has also a number of adaptations to preserve or conserve the water scarcity or water loss. And there is another that is temperate grasslands. Temperate grasslands. There is somewhat greater amount of rainfall that as compared to the deserts, but lesser than the savannas. And they occur at the higher latitudes than savannas, but they are also characterized by perennial grasses. They are characterized by perennial grasses and herbs of grazing mammals. They have different names in different parts of the world. These temperate grasslands. There are prairies of North America. You have to remember this. This is temperate grassland of North America. Prairies. Steppes of Russia. STEPS, steppes of Russia. In Russia, they are called as steppes. And they are called as pampas. Pampas of South America. Pampas of South America, and Pustas of Hungary. Pustas of Hungary में इनको Pustas कहते हैं, and they are two socks of New Zealand. And in case of New Zealand, in New Zealand they are called as the two socks of New Zealand. This is very important and you have to remember this. New Zealand. And you have to remember there are Pyrenees of North America, they are temperate grasslands there. Steppes they are called in Russia. Pampas they are called in South America. And Pustas they are called in Hungary. And in case of two socks they are called in New Zealand. And there are temperate deciduous forests. Another biome type, temperate deciduous forests. These temperate deciduous forests occur in the area having warm summers. They occur in the areas where there are warm summers, that is, there is excess heat, but there are cold winters. And there is moderate amount of precipitation, and there is the rainfall or precipitation. It is about 75 to 150 centimeters per year. That is moderate temperature, moderate rainfall is there. And there is another, that is Taiga. These are the northern coniferous forests. Northern coniferous forests. Or they are also called as boreal forests. These consist of evergreen, cone-bearing trees like spruce and the species of pinus or hemlock. It is characterized by long, cold winters. There are long, cold winters. With little rainfall. The harsh climate limits productivity of the Taiga community. That means there is less productivity because of the harsh winters or harsh climatic conditions. There is lastly the tundra. Now these encircles the top of the world. These biome is characterized by desert-like levels. There is desert-like level. Tundra is desert-like level. Level is of precipitation. That is, there is low rainfall and it is less than 25 centimeter per year. Less than 25 centimeter per year. And there is extremely long and cold winters. And short, warmer summers. This biome covers about 1/5 of the Earth's land surface, that is about 20% of Earth's surface. That is 1/5 of the Earth's surface. It is uniform in appearance and is dominated by scattered patches of grasses, and there are also the small sedges, small bush-like structures, those are sedges and lichens, and there are very small trees, but they are confined to margins of streams and lakes, and in general it is treeless. It is treeless with the patches of grasslands that we call as the tundra.